iPhone have done the unthinkable this year, dropping two brand new gadgets, all starting at exactly $599. But these gadgets are different. Like they dropped the MacBook Neo and the iPhone 17e. All these devices starting at exactly $599, and the other one is even going down to $499. So let's get a deep dive into these devices and see which one you can go for. Starting with the iPhone 17e. So this phone is wrapping new chip, which is the A19 chip, which is their famous the old flagships that they released the last year, the iPhone 17s, the flagship ones. So they had this chip previous year. So now the iPhone 17e is that chip. And the second feature that I think is a great feature and a great upgrade to the E series is this one. The Now that it supports MagSafe. Yeah, you can now wirelessly charge your phone. It now has MagSafe and those magnet chargers, so you can support it. Now supports magnet, and the best storage now is no longer starting at 128 gig, but starting at 256 gig, which is such a massive upgrade to this tiny device. In the camera, I can say there is a huge upgrade in the camera. There is that still single main 48 megapixel camera which can shoot 4K video at ProRes RAW, I think. So that is what we have for this, and then it's still 60 Hz refresh rate. I think what iPhone do is that they limit some specs so that you can go for their pro models, and then at the same time we still have no dynamic island in these devices. They are still using that, I don't know what you call it, no any upgrades to this device. So this is what you get for $599 on this small budget phone. I This is iPhone's mid-range, not mid-range though, it's actually iPhone's budget phone that you can get in this price. I think what they just do is that when you get bored of these features, what will be the last option if you want iPhone is to go for the pro models, which they are expensive though. I don't even have one. So now, MacBook Neo. This is it's actually a 13-inch laptop, just tiny. I think it's a replacement of the old first Apple project which they tried to make in the previous years. I think it was around in 2010s when they made that laptop. So now it's new. But let's go talk about specs. Okay, so MacBook Neo is running on the A18 chip, A18 Pro chip. You might be surprised if the A18 chip is in a phone chip, a mobile. Yeah, it's their iPhone's chip. So it is the one which is running this phone. Okay, wait, before you ask me, let me tell you this. If you are a video editor, maybe you aren't going to edit anything on this, but save this for students. That's why if you're a student, this device is starting at $499 if you are a student. So Apple, what I think is that they made this tiny laptop, the MacBook Neo, only for students strictly, and then if you want it a cheap MacBook, which is their cheapest MacBook, their cheapest laptop, you can just still buy it. But the screen, the everything is still great. It's still like feels you are using a the MacBook Air or the MacBook Pro whilst you are using this Neo, unless you do every task. But if you are just someone who do daily basics and simple stuff, multiple tasking, yeah, it can handle that. But hey, if you're a gamer or I can say a video editor, don't go for this. I think this is the Chromebook, or the Chromebook for iOS. Yeah, is the Chromebook for iOS, and it has got 256 gig, and it has got 8 gigs of RAM. And then if you want the one with a touch ID, you have to top up $100, which will cost you $699, roughly $700. So this is what I have to say about. Now, why should you buy the iPhone 17e? Okay, let's say you're a content creator or you're someone who do mobile photography. This is still a great choice. 48 megapixel is something great, and the screen, and you can post your social media contents with it, and it's still a great option if you want it. But let's say you're a student or a freelancer, what you need, and you want to do heavy typing, or like you want to type a lot of things and do multitasking, the phone can no longer handle this. So you need that MacBook Neo, which is such a good source for you. And then MacBook Neo is such a great app, I assure you. So you can, let's say you are a student at New Heights College, and then you want this one tiny laptop, you gotta go for the MacBook Neo, which will give you some sort of good, yeah. So yeah, that's all I have to say for this video. So tell me what you think about these devices, and then we'll see again.